All right, this is the Thursday before the epic raid, so we're gonna get into the TWID and see what's banned and what possibly is coming out with the contest mode raid. Let's get into it. This week in Destiny, the 25th of September 2025. This week in Destiny, we are 2 days away from the epic version of the Desert Perpetual raid. We're confident your team is ready, that you have some pretty good builds for different situations. If you're aiming to be part of the world's first race, that you have checked the race's requirements. All the information on this event can be found below, along with our other topics for today. Prepare for the epic raid and for improved gear for the Desert Perpetual. That's what everybody's really excited for, is the improved gear that's going to be coming for the Desert Perpetual. Further portal and progression or improvements. Banshee voice update. Trials is back tomorrow, and Display Collectors Fest. All right, so Epic Raid is in 2 days. The Epic version of the Desert Perpetual Raid will open in 2 days. September 27th is on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. You know the drill. Everybody knows what contest mode is. You don't have to read into this too much. If you know what contest mode is and you're going to be doing it, good luck. Have fun. And let's look at some entry requirements. All players need to own the Edge of Fate, obviously, because that's the raid that this is in. Completion of Desert Perpetual base version, fire team leader only, so at least one person had to have at least completed the first Desert Perpetual. And a fire team of 6 players is needed to launch the activity. I think that is pretty cool, because that kind of gets us a little bit of a way to not have cheaters do it. That makes sense to me, because usually some people who are net limiting and stuff like that, like, they aren't going to have a lot of friends that do it. They can do it with like 4 people. So you'll see a lot of low man clears because they don't have that many people that want to cheat to finish the raid. So this is kind of keep you away from doing that, because you have to have 6 players, and the word would get around a lot faster if you're net limiting or if you're cheating or anything like that. It'd be a lot quicker to identify people that are doing this, because there'll be more people active doing it. Players who wish to play the raid with less than 6 players will need to start the raid and then have other players leave the activity. Stand corrected. That doesn't keep you from doing it, but I mean, at least you would need 6 players to get in first. Slightly stops you from doing it, but then slightly not, I guess. Additionally, fire team power will be disabled during contests, and players are recommended to have a minimum of 300 power level. Players below that will see their damage output reduced, so as long as you're at 300, you should be good. Contest mode improved loot is what? Improved loot for contest mode? Contest mode is the upper echelon of Destiny 2 PvE challenges. We're improving the rewards it provides to reflect this status. For the Desert Perpetual Raid Epic Raid launch weekend, all loot in contest mode will drop tier 5 for the first clear and tier 4 with a chance of upgrading to tier 5 for every other. So you get guaranteed tier 5 loot on the first run through. That's pretty awesome. Featured gear and seasonal mods. When we announced the Epic Raid on August 21st, our plans were to allow the bonuses for featured gear as well as seasonal mods during contests. After further consideration, we've decided to disable the weapon damage and damage resistance bonuses for featured gear, but allow seasonal mods. So seasonal mods are good. It makes sense to not have the seasonal resistances and bonus damage, because they didn't have it for the first one. That would kind of throw your kind of scaling off a little bit. So pretty good idea. Here comes the list of banned gear. This is what we're here for. So this is what's going to be banned in the Epic Raid on Saturday. First and foremost, we have the Bastion Exotic Fusion Rifle. If you're a grapple melee hunter, you hate seeing this, but makes sense. 1-2 punch perk.
What?
Is not being allowed. That's pretty crazy. The new legendary rocket launcher, the new Strand 1, Heliatus, or however you say it, however you guys want to say it. Lightweight legendary swords, because there is still a tech that lets you light swing spam and get like 2,000 damage or something like that. So there's still a little bit of a tech going on for that, so that's good. And Ergo Sum, exotic sword. I see some sword damage possibly happening with some of these. This is pretty cool ban list, to be honest. I would assume Ergo Sum exotic is because you can get a lightweight frame Ergo Sum. I assume you can get a lightweight frame Ergo Sum and kind of do the same thing, maybe. So that would be why they would maybe ban Ergo Sum. I'm not sure. Either we're going to be relying heavily on sword damage, and that's why they're not letting us use it, or something else. Either way, good ban list. I don't know if this is kind of weird, having 1-2 punch and Bastion just absolutely just off the rip. They don't want you punching at all. They don't want you crutching a hunter. They don't want you crutching anything that has to do with some cheesy punches. So I do like that I see the rocket launcher being banned, because That means that there's an opening there for some rocket launcher damage. So I like that. They're forward thinking on the rocket launcher. But the obviously the swords were kind of necessary. So we'll see if there's any more that ends up getting added. Obviously, you guys are going to come over to the link right here in the TWID and watch out for it. 2 emblems to earn. That one looks sick. That one looks sick. This one looks pretty cool. That one looks sick. What is this one? Players who complete the epic version of the Desert Petrol during the first 48 hours in contest mode will earn this emblem right here. This one is called Fractured Timeline. Very cool looking emblem. I definitely want that. I really hope we clear it now. On top of that, all players who complete the normal mode of the epic version, no matter when, will unlock that one. So basically, just whenever you complete the epic raid, you're going to get this one. Here's where all you can follow the race and everything like that. Obviously, it's going to be Evan F and CB Gray. Again, going to be doing the Bungie Twitch channel, kind of casting the entire race. If you watch the Destiny 2 stream for 1 hour, or any Destiny 2 stream for 1 hour, from September 26th at 6 a.m. to September 28th at 6 a.m. Pacific time, you're going to earn the Gnarled Tendrils emblem. That one looks pretty cool. I like that one too. Very cool, man. World's First Rules. Obviously, you're going to have to be streaming it. One person of the fire team is going to have to be streaming it. You guys don't have to worry about that because we're going to be streaming it right over here. Everything we do. So we will definitely have that. VODs are on, always on demand. Stream will be on YouTube, Twitch, or does anybody know what that app is? I don't know what that is. Streaming is required for one member of the 6, and then if you're going to hide anything, they have their own little overlays for the updated streaming overlay. So if you're planning on hiding stuff, there's the overlay stuff, right? So they want your webcam and your chat over here. If you want to hide this stuff and this stuff, they have overlays that do that. Moderation and validation, obviously, they're going to go through. We had a lot of bans that went out on the last one, so obviously this is going to happen. Bungie rewards. This is a pretty cool little ring for the contest. Epic Raid ring. Very cool. Honestly, if we do this, if we do the contest clear, is this for... No, this is just Epic Raid. So this isn't even for contest. That ring looks pretty cool, honestly. Looks like the boss's eyes right there. So I assume that means that the boss's eyes are going to be relatively the same. We'll see. Not sure. And then obviously this is like the same drip as last time right here. Jacket and everything. Nice. So I mean the band list looks fine. Raid looks fine. I'm excited about the updated loot. Bringing back the raid night. So once again, they're talking about the updated loot that is going to be coming. We've already went over that in previous TWIDs that we've gone over and stuff like that. They are giving us more loot, better loot for running raids. This is a W. This is going to be power progression. Right now, it's okay to farm for some loot. Whenever this comes out, it's going to be better to farm for loot. Full clear reset. Continue powerful drops on additional clears. So we're going to continue to get powerful drops. So I assume you get pinnacle drops for the first clear, and then you're going to continue to get powerful drops for any subsequent clears after that. Ultimately, our goal is to give players a big chunk of rewards and power on their first run each week, while still providing rewards for those during full runs after. As always, we'll be monitoring changes as they go live and continuing to adjust as necessary. Upcoming portal and progression changes. We've got all that understood. I like giving a chart. I like them giving a chart right here, so you can see like where you're getting your pluses at and stuff like that, right? Update the chart, keep adding to it, you know, showing us where it's moving to and stuff like that. That's good. I mean, obviously, we knew all these changes were coming. It's just a matter of time. We're just waiting on them all to get here. But getting an A to A plus on anything, yeah, plus 3s, plus 4s, as you go on up, it kind of gets lower and lower. But at the end of the day, whenever you're running ultimate stuff and you're getting an A or better, then you're getting at least +1 to +2. That's beautiful. That's from 500 to 550, right? 400 to 450, you're still getting +2 to +3 going A or better. I feel like we have to do a lot to get to an A score right now, though, whenever you're in the in-between area. But who knows? Maybe they'll work on that too. Bonus engrams give scored rewards. New portal difficulty tuning. Oh, nice. Here we go. List of delta caps after the update. Challenge modifiers will no longer adjust your activity combatant delta by -20 or -10. Instead, they will only increase your projected score and add the described effect to the game. So we're going to have set deltas for the activity, and your modifiers are no longer going to go down on your combatant difficulty. That is huge. That's actually really good. So we're going to have set difficulties for all of these. This is dope. This is very good. This is very good. This is definitely content worthy. because we've been struggling with this today, because you have to add so many different modifiers to get to an A rank, and then you're minus 50 under, whereas now we're gonna have a set delta, is what it seems like. New difficulty delta caps will be set. Yep, there we go. Perfect. This is beautiful. This is a W change. This is exactly what you want to see. This makes it easier to get that A rank and get that maximum loot per run. Matchmaking and quick play improvements. Perfect. Conquest retain their difficulty tuning. Obviously, I mean, these were already kind of set anyway, so that's not a big deal. Catch-up chest. For players that are new or returning to Destiny, we love helping out those players. We have something for you too. When update 9.1.5.1 launches on October 14th, we will add a one-time catch-up chest so you can jump right back into the game. The chest will have a set of portal gear at power 300, as well as an amount of unstable cores. They don't tell you the amount right now. And don't worry, if you're above that power level, you will get a powerful upgrade instead. Cool, so a little bit of buff for people that have been playing the game, but a little bit of catch up for the people that haven't. W-Twid. Biggest thing here is going to be that the Epic Raid is coming out on Saturday. Make sure you're 300 power level for that Epic Raid. There's going to be a couple emblems to earn along the way, whether you complete the contest mode or just complete it in general. And the banned list is here too. So W-Twid, good changes on the horizon, but I feel like we've been saying changes on the horizon, changes on the horizon, changes on the horizon for months now, and we're just not getting anywhere. Bungie, hurry up, please. Thank you. That does it for the Twid. If you enjoyed the video, found it informative, please make sure you like, comment, share with a friend. Follow and subscribe depending on which platform you're on.